welcome into a summertime Chalk Talk edition from the Denver Pioneers as we get set for the 2023-24 academic year and sports calendar at DU. It is insane to think that it's late July now, so we're just weeks away, not even days away from getting this 2023-24 season underway. My name is Tyler Maun, and thrilled to be joined today by the new head volleyball coach at the University of Denver, Megan Pendergast, who joins us from campus in, I guess this is probably around week number 6, but we were talking a minute ago and you said it's like a blur and you have really no idea when it is or how long it's been, but things seem to be going well so far. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good, Tyler. Thank you. Yeah, it has been a little bit of a blur. It's been, there was just a lot to do in a little bit of time, but, everything is going according to plan for the most part, and I'm really excited.
All right, Megan, well, let's get to know you a little bit. For Pioneer fans, for Pioneer volleyball fans, for the DU community, you've had some really impressive stops across your career, not only as a coach, but as a player as well. Take us through kind of, if you had to give the back of your sports card bio to DU fans, let's hear about a little bit of your volleyball life.
Yeah, well, I'm originally from Houston, a town called League City. It's right by NASA. My dad actually works there, so we always joke it's not rocket science, goes a long way in our house, because that's literally what he does.
Yeah, you can get to make that joke in a literal sense. I've never thought about
that.
Yeah,
we make it literally in our house. So but from Houston, I originally went and played at Nebraska, transferred to Texas A&M, and then was coaching at A&M as the volunteer for a season. I always joke that I begged Lori Corbelli, who was the head coach there at the time. I started telling her I wanted to be her volunteer after I graduated, like a year and a half in advance, like prepping. So I always known I wanted to be a coach. So I was trying to lay some groundwork so I could get a little bit of a head start when I was done. But after that, spent 4 seasons at Tulsa with Ryan Wills, one of my very good friends now. He is amazing. I had such a I want to say immersive experience there, in which he shared a lot of his decision making with me as a head coach. He was a really great mentor for me, and I really enjoyed my time there. And then went to OU after that for a season before ending up at UCLA. And I was at UCLA for 4 seasons. Really loved my time there. Mike Seeley. I got to work with some unbelievable people in the volleyball world, including, from Seeley to Eric Barber, who's now assistant at Minnesota, Brad Keller, who's the head coach at USC, and then within our program, and then even in our hallway was unreal. You had Stein Metzger and Jenny Johnson-Jordan running the beach program, both unreal volleyball legends. I would laugh when these people would first introduce themselves to me, and they would be like, "Hi, I'm so-and-so," and I'd be like, "I know." And then John Spera and his staff on the men's side with from John Hawks, who's the head coach now at Loyola in Chicago, to Spencer McLaughlin, and then obviously John himself. And then so the volleyball, the legends in that hallway, it was a really great experience for me, and it helped me really prepare for this next step. So
you've got such an impressive coaching background, and now to be able to take over a program on your own, obviously is a tremendously exciting opportunity. You go from Nebraska to Texas to Oklahoma to LA, and now in Denver. And I would imagine not only obviously is the style of life different, but I would think the volleyball communities are pretty different as well. How are you settling into Denver so far, and what has the response been like as you start getting acquainted with the volleyball community here?
Yeah, the city of Denver is unreal. It's been unreal. We were discussing earlier, I moved into a neighborhood right near campus, and I think every single one of my neighbors has come over to welcome me. They've brought flowers, they've brought wine, like they've been awesome. So it's been a super welcoming. And then the athletic department has been unreal as well, and just their support and understanding of that we need to make some moves quickly. And so settling in pretty good. In terms of the volleyball community, there is a really strong community here. With the Olympic Training Center nearby, volleyball has spent a high level volleyball has been a part of Denver for a really, really long time. Denver is a perfect combination of that Houston, that part of the country, and LA. I think it's like if they got together and had a kid, we'd have Denver. And so I think it's a really great fit for me as a person and where I've been and what I've learned. So yeah, I'm really excited. I've gotten to a chance to touch base with a lot of club coaches in the area, a lot of coaches of other programs, D1, D2, D3, everything in between. So Denver has been super welcoming, and I'm really excited to be here.
One of the things that is always coolest to me about first-time head coaches is you get a chance to really implement your own philosophy and your own style in a program, and kind of test those things out. You've learned obviously from really great coaches, head coaches, assistants, people that you've played with, people that you've worked around, to be now in a spot where you get to take all the things you've learned and you've loved from those members of your personal community and implement those. Tell us about sort of your coaching philosophy, the groundwork that you want to lay, the foundation that you want to be able to build here.
Yeah. I love that question and I hate that question, the coaching philosophy one. I think it is asked a lot. I think it, like you said, it really depends on where the tools you've got and the experiences you've had. My coaching philosophy really centers around learning. I come from in fostering a culture of learning. I come from teachers. My mom was a teacher. My grandmother was a teacher. My sister followed in their footsteps, was a teacher. I'm in higher education, so I like to slide in there too and say that I'm in the club. And then, my dad would always take the time to teach others he's a big golfer, even on the golf course. If anybody needed help, he would stop and explain. And he always took the time to explain things to me and my family. And so, I really would love to foster an environment where everyone in our program, players, coaches, staff, has a chance to learn, not only volleyball, but to have opportunities to grow as people, to broaden their horizons. I think one great thing about coming to a university and college is you get to see other walks of life. We're going to foster a place where we're going to take time to learn about that and understand others better. So my philosophy really centers around that. I would love everyone in this program to leave here not only feeling like they are able to handle their lives and the workplace better, but all situations, be a better significant other, be a better daughter, son, be a better coworker, and through the process of learning and maturing and having that space to grow, and then also the ability to learn and play volleyball at a really high level. I want everyone who comes and is around our program to not only be able to play it, coach it, but watch it at a higher level and understand what teams are doing and understand the game. You watch football or basketball or hockey, baseball, and you got Joe Schmo on the street acting like he's Bill Belichick, just running that program from his couch. And I want that for volleyball. I want people to be able to watch it and have an opinion on what they're doing and the systems they're running. So we're going to take a lot of time to learn. We're going to not skip over that part just to get to the playing. I think it's too important. So coaching philosophy, learning, teaching, listening, growing. That's where I like to keep it.
That's awesome. And you get a chance to assemble a staff that can reflect that and be part of that with you. And doing that for the first time, I would imagine, is a really eye-opening experience and probably really cool and really fun. Tell us about the assistants that you brought in, the way that you want to interact with them, what the process was like finding the right people. Tell us about this staff.
Yeah. Well, one of the first phone calls I made was to Kaylee Thompson, who was a former player of mine. I'm stoked she wants to come be with me again. I was like, I must be doing something right. But Kaylee Thompson was a setter my first year at UCLA. I always joke, if you don't like Kaylee, it's a you problem. She's an amazing person. She brightens up every room she's in. But she also has a wealth of volleyball knowledge. And again, Kaylee loves to learn. She asks a lot of questions. She wants to be good at this. She wants to know other styles of playing. she doesn't put herself in a box when it comes to volleyball. She was a setter. She's going to be coaching our setters here. She's her family lives in Vegas. And I like to joke, she's a Vegas legend. Everyone in the volleyball world in Vegas knows Kaylee Thompson. So she's just an unbelievable player. She's going to be an unbelievable mentor for our athletes and just how she conducts business and who she is. So I'm really excited to work with Kaylee. And I also think personality wise, she balances me out a little bit. You know, I'm a happy-go-lucky person. I like to laugh. I like to have fun. But I'm also can be really serious and be really down to business. And she does a really nice balance of both of those things as well. So I think she balances our staff out really great. And then Zach Hendrickson is he was at, up in Michigan, coaching at Central Michigan, and he graduated from BYU, was an unbelievable player. Zach's a coach. I don't think he has any doubt in his mind that this is what he wanted to do. He has had his eye on the prize since his playing days. He's been amongst some really great staffs so far. And I'm really excited for him to be here. I think he's going to have a really bright future as a coach and in volleyball. He's been here for a week or two with me, and just the ability to be able to talk to him and work with him has been great. So super excited for both of those guys. Both of them want to do big things. They want to win championships. Both of them on the phone to me said, I want to win championships, but I want to do it in a way that we're helping the athletes on our team be good people at the same time. So I think we're all on the same page and ready to hit the ground running.
When you are coming into a position like this, not only do you have to get your staff and your assistants together, but you got to assemble a roster, and assembling a roster is so different now in 2023 than it was, even in 2018, with the way athletes are able to move and, coaching changes and what those spur. But tell us about getting this group together. You got to mold a roster somewhat quickly. You're one of the sports that kicks off the academic and the athletic year. We're inside of a month to your first match. What's that been like, getting this group together?
It's been great. Actually, the athletes that were here are been so welcoming and excited. They're in a place right now where they're ready for the next step. They're ready for direction. They're ready for purpose, and how they play the game. And, I think they loved their experience here previously. I can see no reason why they wouldn't. But they're excited for the future. There's been a lot of question marks in this time. And so when I got in here, one of the things I told them right away is there will be no surprises if it's up to me. No good surprises, no bad surprises. We're going surprise free for the whole year. And they were excited about that. So, but yeah, it's an incredibly talented roster, too. You've got transfers from big legendary volleyball programs and that are excited and ready for it to be their time to shine. And I'm stoked to have them. And then, with our additions, first right out of the gate, we got Briley Decker, who's a setter transferring in from BYU. She's from Arizona. Setter was one of the things that needed to get handled really quickly. And I was really fortunate that I got a phone call from Briley's club coach throwing her name in front of me really quickly. And I was able to get connected with her, and it was just the right fit at the right time for Briley. It's the right fit, the right time for Denver volleyball. So she's going to come in. She's going to be a force. She's athletic. She's quick. She wants to run high level offense. So I'm really stoked for her. And then Kate Perryman is a JUCO transfer. She's coming in, excited, fired up. She's had to work really hard to get back here. She's had quite the journey, but even hearing her journey, when the commitment happened and she's coming here, I was like, dang, you should be proud of yourself. So she's coming in here with determination and understanding of what it takes to be great. She'll also be really grateful and appreciative to have this opportunity and be back here. So she's got really great instincts to the net. She's going to be a force blocking, and I'm really fired up. Molly Marabelli is our other middle that we're bringing in. She's a grad student. She's got 2 seasons left. So the thing about Molly is the second she walks in a room, you kind of feel her presence. She's light and got a seriousness to her, but also like a lightness to her. Wants to play in a place where she can, again, compete for championships, get the education that she wants for this secondary, for grad school. And so, again, someone who right away will make a huge impact for us on the court. And then finally we have Emma Mirabelli, who is Molly's sister, younger sister. She's got, she'll be a sophomore and outside. The thing I noticed about Emma right away is that, because I originally called Molly. And then Emma got brought to my attention and she blew me away, honestly, with her maturity, with her take on life, with how she approaches the transfer process, everything that she did. Even, her and her sister and their dynamic is so cool. And Emma's has barely tapped the surface on her potential as a player. I think she's going to be someone eventually. It's going to be hard to get her off the court because she's just going to chip away and chip away and chip away until she gets there. So I'm really excited about her. But all in all, like a lot of additions to our roster. Still got maybe one or two on the table. We'll see. It's getting down to it. So it's getting really close. But we'll see. But I'm really excited. I think everyone who's going to be a part of this program is on the same page, and we're gonna hit the ground running because we got to.
You mentioned a little bit ago that you want fans to be able to watch and be excited and have an opinion and get involved. When you talk about the philosophy or the style of play that you want a Megan Pendergast team to look like, what kind of volleyball can fans expect coming out this year and beyond?
Yeah, I want to go fast. I want to run a high level, fast, international style offense where you've got, 4 or 5 attackers every single time coming in and on the same step. And it's supposed to look a certain way. And so, that style of play is a cultivation of like where I've been, watching John Spera and the men's, he's the head coach, for those who don't know, he's the head coach at UCLA men's volleyball and also the head coach of the national team on the men's side. And being in Southern California and getting to see our women's national team compete and play and watching my own athletes get out there from Zoe, Fleck to Mac. It's been really great learning experience. And from that, created an offense that I really believe in. And I think with the right amount of work, it's going to take time. It'll be really fun to watch. It'll be fast, it'll be exciting. And then past that, I expect to see a lot of swings. Everything I do, we talk about generating swings in system, out of system. We're going to generate offense. And so if we're talking a Megan Pendergast style offense, I guess, which we're still developing, my staff and I and this team, we're going to develop it together. That is something that I put really high value on, is we're taking rips in every situation that we can. So yeah.
What about your relationship with the DU volleyball alumni community? It's been you get to come into a place that's had a lot of success, since joining the Summit League, 6 regular season conference titles, 5 tournament titles. So there have been so many players who have played here and had a high level of success and involvement. How do you engage with them, keep them involved, get them to be a part of this family?
Yeah, it's their program. They built it. I'm coming in and I'm going to do my best to sit in that chair and keep up the legacy that they have created. So I have gotten a chance to talk to a few alumni. I have not had as much time as I'd like to reach out to them, but if any alumni are listening, you are important to me and they will be hearing from me and they will be a part of this. Everyone, coaches, staff, players who have touched this program, been a part of this program, they helped build it. One thing I tell athletes as they come here, and the women on the team now, is that I want them to be really stinking proud that they were here year one for this era of volleyball. I want them to say, I started that, I helped build that, I helped keep that going. And I hope the alumni who have been here and the former coaches who have been here, from Tom and Jesse over at Colorado to everyone before that, is that they're really proud of what we do. And so alumni will be a huge part of Denver in general, from the hockey program, gymnastics, lacrosse, They've done a great job of soccer's. They've done a great job of that environment, and the alumni being really proud of this place. And I hope to continue that legacy and make this a place where alumni, coaches, everyone feel really, really welcome to be a part of it.
All right. Well, as I said, you are one of the programs that kicks off the sports calendar every year. And we're actually inside of a month from your first match. You get a chance to go out to Santa Barbara. So you get to be somewhat near your most recent roots in your coaching career. And you kick things off against North Florida on August 25th. We're July 26th right now when we're recording this. So we're sort of in that final countdown phase. You get 3 matches in 3 days out there at Santa Barbara at the UCSB tournament. What are the emotions like right now? I would imagine there's some butterflies. There's a lot of excitement. It's still far enough away that you're probably not right into the game week feels as of yet. But how does that feel to have that a month away? And what does the preparation process look like now? Do you get to sort of hone it in on the start of a season?
Yeah, I'm not feeling too butterfly yet. There's a lot more work to be done. There's a lot more prep to be done, and even before our report date. So I haven't had time to sit down and think about those things. My main concern right now is to really put together a season, put together a schedule, put together a roster that makes this experience this year for this team, especially for those who this is their last year here, to be a really fulfilling experience. And I'm really focused on them and making sure we're set up to provide them with a student athlete experience that is meaningful to them. And again, that they were really proud that they were here and helped start this era of Denver volleyball. I am excited to get back to Southern California. I have many good best friends there from I've got a group of four girls that are my go-to: Molly, Beth, Ainsley, Ashley. Shout out, I love you, I'm coming to see you. So yeah, I'm really excited to visit them, and I've got family there, so I have thought about getting back to SoCal. I'm really excited about that, but yeah, main focus is on this roster, on this team, and looking forward to report day has been the focus so far.
Well, Megan, we're so excited to have you on campus, have you as part of this Pioneers family, and can't wait to see this season get rolling here in less than a month. Megan Pendergast, the new head volleyball coach at the University of Denver. Congrats on the new job. Can't wait to see things get started on August 25th, and we'll see you on campus here real soon.
Thanks, Tyler. I appreciate it.
Wrapping up this edition of Chalk Talk. We'll talk to you next time for the Denver Pioneers.